Hi, I'm Jared Meese,
And I'm Brianne Meese.
and we run Tender Loving Empire here in Portland, Oregon. Tender Loving Empire was founded in 2007. We had a lot of really talented friends making music, making jewelry, ceramics, just a really vibrant art scene. And we realized there wasn't really an outlet for these artists to actually reach the public. So we ended up starting a store, a small store, about 700 square feet. There's now 5 Tender Loving Empire stores, and our record label has released about 85 records so far.
I have been a record store manager for many, many years, and one of the reasons Tender Loving Empire caught my eye was truly because it's a record label, but also just because of the statement behind the entire company, which is, supporting local communities of artists. When you're buying from us, you're not just really supporting a local business. What you're doing is you're supporting a local business that in turn supports 700, 800 different vendors that are small businesses and part of our community.
It's a really fun culture at Tender Loving Empire, and I think everyone here cares so much about what we're doing and being those representatives for the creative community. And it is just really special to be around people who so enjoy working with each other and looking out for each other and are inspired by a lot of the same things.
We talk about community a lot when we talk about Tender Loving Empire, and that's because this is way more than a business to us. It's about building up our community. In fact, one of our core values is remember your community.
So something that we had been in talks about prior to COVID that we were able to realize during that time frame was working with My People's Market, which is a market that supports BIPOC artists. And with COVID, there wasn't the opportunity to have that market over the summer, so the artists lost that opportunity to sell. So what we did is we put together a series of gift boxes with different themes, and we purchased the product from the artists at higher than wholesale cost, which recouped some of what they would have made at the market. And then we were able to sell those on our website and in our stores once we started reopening, and every profit from that was donated to charity. So it was a way to invest back into our community and to work with those artists.
One of the nice things about working at the Portland airport is we're representing the city, trying to get people who aren't necessarily familiar with Portland familiar with our label, as well as, kind of the mission statement of the store.
Our record label has distribution all over the world. We handed $2 million in checks to artists last year. We see about 20% of our income from the label come from places besides the United States. As a result, you've just seen a real groundswell of support from people that seek us out when they come to Portland.
We've been able to watch the goods and music of people that live here travel all over the world with customers from that location.
The main impact, I think, is this place is kind of a melting pot. Every person who works here, every person who walks in, feels like they're part of it, and we've really wanted to open this thing up to where it's not just Brianne and I's vision. It's made up of hundreds of artists, of dozens of employees. Last year, over 100,000 customers. We're just proud to represent Portland's creative community to the world.